Hi everyone, this is Matthew David Rudd, voice of Panda from Jujutsu Kaisen, Shishido from My Hero Academia, Rock Wraithrazor from Tower of God, Baro from Blue Lock, all your favorites, you know? You are listening to Muggle with a Mic with Katie and Phil. Enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, Katie here with Muggle with a Mic, and I've got Phil. Phil's kneeling down here, and then look who we have here. We have a familiar face. It's Kris Penix, Star Wars trading card artist. Hi, Kris.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for joining us here at Final Boss Con.
Yeah, it's great. It's the first time I've been here to one of these. So.
Yeah, what do you think of it so far?
It's actually bigger than I expected. I was trying to keep my kids' expectations when we were on the way down. I'm like, it's not going to be big or anything, but no, this is actually bigger than we all expected.
What's something that you found that you didn't expect, like maybe a vendor or an event?
Most of it, I expected vendors, just not the amount of vendors. So
93.
Yeah, there's a lot of artists here, which is great. It's great seeing their stuff, talking to them.
Yeah, so I haven't been able to walk around as much as I'd like. What are some of the artists that you've seen?
Just down the row here, there's an artist that repurposes paintings that you get like in dollar stores and stuff, and puts like comic characters and stuff in them. I thought that was really neat.
Wow, that's very unique.
Yeah, I saw that booth.
Yeah, it's pretty unique. There's a lot of 3D printed stuff here, and I'm fascinated with that. I actually bought myself a 3D printer about 2 years ago, and I've yet to assemble it. I'm so busy. I've never used it.
You should 3D print the 3D printer.
Right. Right.
Well, look at the Howard the Duck.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's avocado-ly 3D design, and they gave that to us.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, it's Howard the Duck.
I didn't realize it was Howard. I was only looking at the back of his head, but no, I love it.
Yeah, his hair kind of goes up in the back there.
Yep.
Well, I was so excited to see you here. You were so kind, and you gave Phil and I... Phil, you want to show off your card? Do you have your card there?
I got it.
Here.
I got it right here.
Got it.
Yep.
You gave us your wonderful artwork of Pedro Pascal, and it's signed.
It is. Yeah. I thought it was a photo. I didn't know it was a painting. It kind of took me by surprise.
Yeah.
Amazing detail.
I knew you guys were going to be here, so I wanted to be sure and bring something. So
we're so appreciative of that. Now, can you give us some insight as to how long it took you to paint that particular card?
That one probably took about 4 days of, regular work hours, 8 to 10 hour days. So.
Wow. I know I've said it multiple times, but his hair on there. I love his disheveled hair. And his worried look.
The paintings themselves aren't that big, so having to spend 4 days on it just shows how slow I am. So.
But you're meticulous, and that pays off with all the detail in that card. Yeah. It's amazing. Well, now that you're here with us, can we talk about the Ahsoka trailer? Yeah,
that's fine.
So what did you think? First thoughts? Because Kris is the optimist when it comes to Star Wars, and then Phil is a little bit of the pessimist, right?
Oh no!
So this should be a good conversation.
Yeah. No, I'm very optimistic about it, but as you said, I'm an optimist. I haven't disliked anything yet. I mean, Book of Boba Fett was kind of sketchy, but it was just structured really strangely. Motivations of characters were weird, but otherwise I've been highly entertained by everything lately. So I'm really excited about this because there's a lot of characters we've already been introduced to, and to see them transition to live action is really neat, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. So I know you're a fan. So Hera thoughts?
Well, we've spoken about Hera before.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got a crush on the actress that plays Hera, so I'm really excited to see her.
How did you feel? Because was this the first glimpse that we had of her in live action rather than like still images?
I can't remember if she was in the first trailer. She was briefly in the first trailer, too.
Okay.
Yeah, just briefly. But it was good to hear her talk and stuff, and her role seems to be pretty interesting.
Very involved.
Yeah, it almost seems like she's in the kind of the same lane as Leia would be.
Yep.
She's like, don't sleep on this stuff. Bad stuff's happening.
Yeah.
Wake up, people, and we kind of know how that's going to go.
So, what do you think about this? I'm calling them orange sickles. The people with the orange sabers.
Yeah. No, when I first saw it, I thought maybe it was just, something creative they wanted to do. But from what I've read, there's a purpose behind it.
Right.
So I can't wait to hear the explanation for it. So.
Well, and we were wondering, we know they're gray of some sort, but we were wondering if they were going to be good or bad.
Right.
And clearly looks bad.
Yeah, they don't look too good, do they?
No.
No. I'm really curious to see those two characters, what their deal is.
Right.
Yeah.
Phil, do you want to bring up your negative point that you talked to me earlier about?
Well, a negative. It was just opinion on the mural. It looks like he went directly and used like the cartoon artwork.
Yeah, it's very
I was
similar.
just saying, does that kind of take you out of it instead of them using more? I mean, it could have still been cartoony-ish, I guess, but just more realistic. And it looks like they just took it straight out of Rebels and threw it up there.
No, it does. It really does.
I mean, what would be the purpose in that if you're in that universe drawing like cartoon characters on the wall? I don't know. Like I said, it's neither good nor bad. I was just trying to get your opinion on it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess that's just Sabine's style. I haven't thought too much about it. I did think when I first saw it, I thought, wow, that's a pretty close...
Yeah, approximation.
Yeah, they pulled that right out of Rebels.
Yeah.
But, I haven't thought much about that. I guess they could have put a more realistic spin on it.
But that you brought up a good point. If it's Sabine's artwork, it would be identical to the animation.
Yeah, because she, I think there's a small scene where she's wearing a helmet of some type in the latest trailer, and there's kind of a cartoony figure on her helmet. So, I mean, I guess that's just what she does. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, I love all the girl power in it. I mean, because we got Ahsoka, Hera, Sabine, and then we even have who's the girl orange sickle.
Right, the girl orange sickle, and the woman from Ahsoka's episode of Mando too.
Oh yes, the gray hair.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
So there's a lot of main characters are women throughout. It's pretty cool.
And I seem, well, every time a Star Wars trailer comes out, I get excited.
Yeah.
But I feel a little bit more heightened excitement for this because I feel like it's going to be good.
Yeah, they kind of help better set a tone with this, which that's usually how it goes. Second trailers are usually a lot more impact than the first. But, yeah, this really set a good, exciting tone, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, some news came out where Disney's going to put less money and effort into the Star Wars series going forward. What are your thoughts?
Well, I haven't looked into that too much. I saw the blurbs online. Some people, some Star Wars nerds are saying, no, he was talking more about Marvel. Bob Iger was talking more about Marvel shows instead of Star Wars, but it could be both.
Yeah.
But, they've got so many Star Wars shows in production and finished shooting already. We wouldn't feel the effects of it for a while. So
right. Well, and we were talking about earlier, the writers and the actors strike. How is that going to affect Star Wars?
Right. I mean, everything production-wise is done for now until that's resolved.
Yeah.
And I like to go to the convention GalaxyCon that they have in Columbus every December.
Yeah.
And I heard that any actors a part of the guild and stuff aren't going to be doing conventions. So it's like going to blow up San Diego Comic-Con and just conventions. As far as meeting actors,
yeah.
I mean, they're dead for the time being. So
you don't even think about it. You think it's only going to affect their on-screen, but the Oppenheimer cast left the theater. and so it's anything promoting a film or anything.
Right, and that's another thing somebody brought up. Rosario Dawson's got Ahsoka and Haunted Mansion coming out.
Yeah.
They said she can't do any press for it, which really sucks.
That seems like it's just shooting yourself in the foot, though, because then you're going to have a movie that doesn't do well, and you're going to be associated with that movie, you know, that tanked. So it kind of hurt your own career. I mean, they aren't acting, so I don't see.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but that's
I
what
don't
a
know.
strike is. A strike is you don't do anything, and any strike affects someone's livelihood.
Yeah.
So they're doing it to send a message.
Yeah, I mean, if movies make less at the box office, puts a pinch on the people in charge, and that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
Yep. It's crazy. It's going to affect it. We're not going to feel the effects for several months, probably, at least.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little more than that. But it is going to. It's going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
First time since the '60s
Yeah.
that actors have gone on strike.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, Kris, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for the card.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're quite welcome. It's good to meet you.
You know who's going to hate us? Robbie.
I've got one for Robbie. Do you guys see Robbie often?
I think I can get it to Robbie. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I didn't know if 2 or 3 of you would be here.
Oh, Robbie was here, but he was walking around, and I think he left.
Okay.
But yeah, then he won't be. He won't be
Right.
mad at us.
I didn't want to leave Robbie out.
There you go, Robbie. There's your card. He's gonna be psyched. Like
Great.
I think he may cry.
Yeah, I didn't know if 3 or just 2 of you would be here,
Thank
so I
you,
brought
Kris.
3. Yeah,
Thank
no
you,
problem.
thank you.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you later.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.